Yes, it's only slabs. It's Saturday. It's Slabber Day. We're here, and it's not morphin' time. It's comic slabbing time. And that means we have to call up to Canada, and we ask very politely, Chris, can you come out and play?
I sure can. Good to see you, sir.
Phenomenal. And we are joined today by a fellow Canadian. We had to call an audible. Our guest that was scheduled, he had an emergency come up, wasn't able to play. But fortunately, one of the nice things about being booked out to June is that we have lots of people who are a little further out than they'd like to be. And we can reach out and say, hey, would you like to come forward? And joining us today, ladies and gentlemen, we got Shane from 1063 Comics 2. He's rocking that Canada hockey jersey, even though the women's team lost to the USA.
Still in overtime.
Did they win?
They got a silver medal.
We'll see what happens tomorrow morning.
All I know is watch out, Canada. We got hockey going on. We got the curling going on.
Gold medal right now.
We're
all tied up.
Our women are taking the ice. I have no idea how the men are doing, but let's just focus on the women.
The men play tomorrow. Canada, USA, gold medal.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck. May somebody win.
Yeah. Sports stuff.
North America.
Yeah.
Sports.
All right. Enough of that.
I miss football so much.
So do many of us, but we'll just get into what we do here, which is pay attention to comics and slabs. And first and foremost, Romper-Roo.
Romper Bomper, Stomper Boo, tell me, do. Magic Mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, this Crucius is here. Hooray! Woohoo! Let's see, we've got ourselves Robert Monroe Jr. drops that happy Slabber Day, one and all. Thank you so much there. Marty Alechko, happy Slabber Day from Canada, everyone. And he drops that first super chat, the $2 Canadian super chat. Thank you so much for that, sir. As usual, Marty, this is yours. And he did say, I forgot to read it. Saturdays are for slabs and fighting cancer. Thank you so much. Interesting note for those of you who might be tuning in for the first time, this show, all the revenue generated by this show and this channel all goes to support comics curing cancer. It funds the shipping and supplies and actual shipping costs for our big auctions and stuff that we do in October, where we raise money for the American Cancer Society. If you're wondering, last year we did pass $65,000, and I just confirmed with the American Cancer Society this past year campaign has put us, since we've been an official campaign, we are now officially over $200,000 raised for the American Cancer Society. Awesome. So that means this year, if we can achieve our goal, we will be well past $250,000 raised. But for you guys, that is fabulous because cancer really frickin' sucks. Nerdy Geeks Comics, happy Slabber Day, everyone. It's good to see Shane back amongst the comic community. Yes, despite the machinations of YouTube and its conspiracy against him, he still exists and thrives, and we're hoping that you guys will give his new channel a subscribe. Make sure you hit that link down below and help him get back some of those subscribers that YouTube took away from him. Bleecker Street Comics, hey, I know this guy. Afternoon, nerd holes. I think he's talking to you, Chris. Hello from New Mexico. Wellboard, let's go, Shane. Jean Malo, good afternoon, everyone. Sick, so I'll just be watching on the sidelines as I cough and blow my nose. Shane's here to say hello to everybody. Let's go. Comic Vets jumping in to say Team Canada. We have had an awful lot of Canadians chatting it up so far in this chat. I'm just going to say, nothing wrong with you guys. I love you. I'm not one of the ones who need you as a state. I like you just as a neighbor, just the way you are. like Mr. Rogers. Mr. Comics 89 says, happy Slabber Day. I'm reporting for duty. Phil Aileen, hello all my Saturday viewers. Wayne, mystery unboxing with Wayne. It's Slabber Day. Why aren't Rob and Chris dressed as Robin Hood and Maid Marian? I hope you're both all okay. I don't know why we would. We're not British.
No.
Yeah.
But maybe further back, but no.
Descendants of that kingdom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Recovering family members. So it's like family they have like family therapy.
Yeah.
Wellbore, member for 28 months. Go Canada, go. Jedi Batman, hello. Mad Spidey drops a $14.99 super chat. Speaking of recovering British Empire, Mad Spidey is down in Australia. Let's freaking go. Drops that $14.99 super chat. We appreciate you so much, sir. And I'll give you your favorite one. Here we go. Little Justin.
Free refills with that?
Slick Jolly's in the house. Brian's going to be our guest next week. What's up, Slabber on deck here? Can't wait to put on a show for y'all next week. That's right. I am excited to see Brian back with us. So,
good dude.
Dale Suspense, happy Slabber Day all. Izzy, oh yeah, I can't wait to see the Jenga pile of slabs my Canadian brother Shane 1063 Comics, bro. The real James Willie, not that fake James Willie, saying good morning after all. Euro Trash Fan 1973. Afternoon, guys and friends or fiends. You would think I could read that word given I say it all the time, but the brain plays tricks on you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Charmaine Deacon. Jesus.
Charmaine Deacon, thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. Hope everything is good over on the other side of the pond.
Need more coffee.
This is why I'm a co-host, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah. There's a pile beside me. Christina Payne, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Let's see who else we gotta say hello to. Joffrey Castro, it's Slabber time. Thank you so much. The Kingdom of Nerds. Hello all. Shane. Comic collector coach. Happy Slabber Day, everyone. Nucking Futz 1162 says, happy slabs. Wish I was at OAX today. That's the original art exchange. There I have seen some images and some great original art there. Absolutely. Looks good. Yeah. Stefan Rue posted a piece that he forgot he even had. And I'm like, oh God, I want it so bad. His girl in a bubble helmet stuff. Yeah. If I didn't already have him, I wasn't already on his commission list to get something like that done for myself, I would have been contacting him to try to pick that up. Yeah. Let's see. Christina Payne, Mad Spidey. I don't need to highlight every single comment here. Let's just say they tried slab curling on ice. I don't know. That's a good question. Steve White, happy Slabber Day, folks. Smash that like button and sub up your panel and share. Absolutely. Sharing is caring, and we care about comics. Getty Bird. Hi, everyone. Hello to you, sir. Let's see. Member for 32 months. Happy Slabber Day afternoon, all from Tony at the Comiverse. Thank you so much. There's that link for that comics curing cancer. Yeah. Let's see here. We've got Dale Suspense over $200,000. That's incredible. I agree. It is nuts, and it's all to you guys. I have comic issues. Hello, everyone. It's a little hard to see today because of the glare on the screen. I hope all of you. I think he's talking about us and our lack of hair follicles.
Oh, P, that's not nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Just because we're beautiful doesn't mean you need to be jealous. Stephen, Leafy Substances, happy Slabber Day Henchman and Goon Squad. The rest of you can bugger off, apparently. Cliff on Comics, Shane. Shane says, Cliff.
What's your name? Okay.
Chonko. Yo, guys. Matt, Heroes for Hire Comic Club. Be careful, Rob. You're outnumbered by Team Canada today. Well, the chat seems to be outnumbering you guys, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to say, Canada coming in strong. Let's see here. Who we got? We want to go to, boom, Joe. Calling all cars. 1063 has appeared with some major banger slabs. Over. Good to see you back, Shane. How's the family? Let's see. Justin Birch. Hi, everyone. Rob's been drinking. Maybe.
Coffee.
Rob's lost the plot. It was bound to happen eventually. Silver Eagle Coins and Comics. Saying hello. Let's see. Matt Taylor Winder, the king of all nerds, drops in to say, hey, follically challenged nerds. And Nick Kicks for Comics says, I thought this was a regularly scheduled bald and beautiful meeting. I'll stay for the slabs. Nice. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Nick. Let's see. Then, of course, I kid because I'm in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I like to tell my dad when he gives me grief, I like to say to him, this is an elective procedure. Unlike him, where it's not.
Awkward.
I might have an elective procedure because I don't have a lot of styling options, but I still get to choose to shave my head. Dr. Von Hoot, we appreciate you, sir. Dropping 2 pounds. Says Shane's in the house. 'Tis a good day. And with that, we will get you this one here.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
And Eurotrash Fan in 1973 says, finally got my Hellblazer #1 1988 Grail acquired. Next step, grade it. Phenomenal. Nice. All right. That's going to bring us here. If we missed anybody in the chat, we deeply apologize. Unintentional, but we're here to see some slabs. We have our man, Shane, here with us. Now, Shane, before you get into it, we've had your comic book origin story before here on this channel. But in case anybody missed it, we'd love to hear how you got into comics and why not. People may be curious. What happened to 1063 Comics 1 and why do I have to resub? Do it, guys. Matter of fact, I'll put this banner up here now. Not that one, this one. Why do I have to subscribe to 1063 Comics 2?
So I got really lucky growing up. A friend of mine, which coincidentally, there's a book in here kind of related to that in the second half. But a friend of mine was into comics. We got to know each other. So I started to buy some comics. And pretty much since the age of 14, I've had a pull list at a comic store. So it's just been weekly comics since I was 14. I have about 20,000 now, I guess. Pretty much collected steady all the way through. There was a time in university where I just didn't have any money. So there's a gap in my collection there.
We all experience that.
Yeah. And I just kept at it. And I grew up in New Brunswick, which is on the east coast of Canada. I moved to Ontario to go to university, which is, I call Central Canada. Some people from further west on Rob's side would call it Eastern Canada, but it's not really. Anybody in Canada knows that. It's about a 12-hour drive from Ontario to New Brunswick, and I transferred over the course of going on the train, taking airplanes, just slowly got my collection all here over a few years, actually. And again, got super lucky. When I moved here, I didn't know anybody in St. Catharines. There was obviously no internet then. I just walked around and found this comic store, and I've been going to the same comic store since then, 1989. We've had a great time. It's been through a couple of different owners, but they've all been people that I've known that have kind of taken up the mantle of the store. And yeah, I love comics. I love reading them still. I read every one I get. I just really enjoy it. Yeah. And then that led me to, I started to watch a lot more YouTube. And at first I started with, I'd see stuff on Comic Tom, and I'd see, them talking about lists and different books. And
I have generally referred to Comic Tom as a gateway drug for YouTube,
Yeah.
for comic books, right? He is the marijuana of our community, that you get started with him and then you venture off into other things and experiment and dabble. And next thing you know, you're a hardcore user.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what happened. Like, it started with him. That was a great way to put it. And then like Mint Hunter and Gem Mint and Como Comics. And I just was watching more and more and more videos. And I thought I would listen to them talk about the top 10 books. And I'm like, I have that. I would have like most of them, because pretty much from the early 80s on, because I had a pull list, and I love Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, like I have all those books from that era. And I just was like, started to think about it. I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, I had some time again, perfect storm. There was stuff happened at work, so I had extra time in my schedule. So I decided to start filming stuff. And I have a very old laptop. It's like 12 years old. I didn't have any kind of lighting. I just put my new comics on the back of a chair and would like flip through them, and I wouldn't even be on the camera.
Yeah.
First time I was on camera was actually an unboxing for the new CBCS signature labels, like the gold ones that they switched to.
Mm-hmm.
And that just got me.
That was a good change too.
Yeah,
get rid of the stupid red.
Those cases are so great, and the labels are nice. And I got hooked up with people just in the community and discovered that Bleecker was close to where I lived, and started to talk with him. And he was doing some pressing for me. He pressed a lot of the books that you're going to see here today. One of them I'll highlight in the second half, but most of the ones in these piles, like, he's done the work on to get them to where they are today. And we just talked about YouTube, and because he had a show and I would like kind of join that. And I started to join shows in the chat, and that's how I ended up seeing Chris's show eventually, Show Us What You Got, on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And just in the chat participating. And I loved everybody that was there. There was such a great group of people, and so nice and friendly and everything. And then he just invited me on one time, and that was the first time I had ever done anything like live like that in a show. And that led me to work with Izzy, help out him on his show, which I had a great time doing. I had so much fun doing that show. Thoroughly enjoyed that whole period. And my YouTube channel at this point, it was like a snowball. I seemed to be stuck for a while, like at like sub 400 subs. I remember talking to Chris about it, going, I don't know, like what I'm doing. Like, and Chris was great. He's like, don't worry, just keep at it. Like, it's good stuff. Like, you'll be fine. Like, it'll catch. And then it tipped over the mountain and started to head down the hill. And it was at the point where in the Comic Book Community Awards, or the CBC, what I call it CBC because I just think of the TV channel, but
Yeah.
Those awards, I was up for new channel, like the sub, like whatever it is, whatever the lowest one is. And the momentum of my channel pushed me out of the whole thing. Like I couldn't even do it because my subscriber level went up so fast. I left all the tiers and had great time. Like all my content, I thought, like I didn't swear in it. I was pretty low key. I just talked about comics. And I had a lot of engagement. I had a lot of great positive comments from people and suggestions on how to do things a little bit differently, which I always welcomed. And I woke up one day to go to work, check my email, and there was a thing from YouTube that just said, "You're terminated." That's it. There was no warnings, no anything, no like, "Hey, this content might be a problem." And when that happens, you lose everything. Like all of your saved videos, they're all gone unless you have them backed up on your computer. Everything is basically gone. So I went through a lot of like what to do next and all of that. And then I just settled on, I did make another channel for a while. It's still there. Comics Covered. I have a Instagram and a YouTube. There was a YouTube channel with that name, but they had a little blurb, but never did anything with it. So I debated doing that and just trying something different. And then I just settled back on, you know what? I'm just going to use the same name. I have T-shirts. I have cards.
Let's do it. Let's get...
I was literally 2 days away from being monetized when this happened.
Oh.
And I don't know if that had something to do with it. Like, so I was like planning, you know, what am I going to do for memberships? I had some, what I thought were really great ideas on what to do for memberships and things like that. And it all kind of just disappeared. So I came back. I only have a couple of videos. I've completely changed my mentality on posting stuff. I'll do shows like this because I really enjoy the community. I'll post a video every once in a while when I feel like I've got something, but I'm definitely not a slave to the algorithm anymore. I just kind of post if I want to. And if people look at it, great. If they don't, I know that the people that I really care about in the community will check it out. And that's all I really want. So
that's awesome, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Community, make sure you hit those links and give Shane a follow again. If you were subscribed before, you're probably not now. It would be very kind. Speaking of very kind, before we show that first slab, dang, the Kingdom of Nerds steps up 20 memberships. Thank you so much for that. Let's see here. We got memberships, the recipients, Nick's Kicks and Comics, Mizero 6255, Cancerous Breed, let's see, Digital Punk, Mark Spector Comics, Johnny Five Alive, Joem, Jay Yates, Circumstances, Meatwad number 1, which I'm glad because Meatwad number 2.
Yeah, we don't want number 2.
Yeah. Vanders, 23 Monch, C Grippa Monster, Real Tech Geek, Czars, Collectibles Comics and Robotics. I gotta check out that channel. DD Red 56, Bare Knuckles, Cole Talks Books, Comic Journey, all received memberships. Thank you so much for that. All right, we've gone into we've got into what happened somewhat, and guys, make sure you give them a follow. But let's give the people what they want before they riot. Let's show them some of that beautiful slabby goodness.
Oh, this first half is I think you're really going to like. There's so many good stuff in here. We're going to start new and work our way back. Start with this awesome, probably one of the best series.
Nice.
In my opinion. Loving this.
Thank you for hosting me last year. Yeah, that's where Ultimate Spider-Man number 1 for the current series. Go ahead and you can hold that up for a second. Well, let's talk about that. Yeah, so Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. Of course, Chris and I have been all about this book. We just saw 24, the last in the series.
And
drop.
Shane.
Yep. And this is so good. Peter Parker the first 8 issues, when you think back about it, how much story was done where it was just story driven. It wasn't, he put on a costume and he did a couple things here and there, but it was really focused on the story and the relationships between the characters. And it was so darn good. And some of the twists along the way were great. I'm sad to see it wrap up. I really hope that this is just volume 1's end. And I hope we get another, well, I guess technically this is volume 2. I hope we get a volume 3 of Ultimate Comics. So this would be awesome. It's been so good.
Yeah. And all of these books, with maybe 4 exceptions, are books that I bought off of the shelf, personally read them, and then either Bleecker pressed them, or I just gave them a light cleaning myself and sent them in. So these are all like from from the day they were bought or when they came out, which as we go through this first stack, it just gets older. And there is a point where it's before my time, and I did pick up the older ones later, but we'll see that. All right, this next one is a good one.
Yeah, freeze frame. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And if you're going to have, get the glare out of there.
There we are.
Why not?
Oh,
You are tugging on Rob's heartstrings so far.
2 copies. Hold on. You're putting these down so fast, like you're rushing to get through this here. This is Chris.
Yeah.
Do your work.
All right. Shane, would you mind reading us the right side of the blue label for Rob, please?
I'd love to, Chris. First appearance of the new Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Funny story with these.
Huh?
They came out. I read, because I was kind of looking at stuff then, that this was going to be a hard to find issue. So I immediately went back to the comic shop and bought another one. And there was a couple more there. And I felt bad for buying another one. So I left those ones there. But these 2 are the actual ones that I bought. They, I've read them. I looked at them. And they both got 9/8. So I was super happy with that.
So Shane, before you put that down, a lot of people obviously recognize the cover, and because of the Spider-Verse animated films, they're now familiar with the characters. But who is listed for the creative team actually for this book?
So it's Jason Latour story and Robbie Rodriguez cover and art.
Yeah. Just 2-man show, everybody.
That's
2-man show brought her back.
Still one of those books it escapes me in a 9/8. That's just been one of those ones that's been like, fortunately the price has come down a little bit during the COVID times and post-COVID, a couple of years after, man, it was super spicy.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that it hasn't reached its top yet by any stretch.
Well, if she gets introduced in a live action movie, it could be a big boom. All right.
All
right.
9/2. This book is a tough one, because of the back, the poly bag line. But Bleak did a great job on this. But again, this is the copy I pulled out of the bag and had when it came out. If you're asking me, I think that it's a little bit of a harsh 9/2. Like, it looks perfect to me. So super happy with that. Like, I think Miles is a character that's here to stay. An awesome character, great series.
At this point, he's not going anywhere. No.
Yeah.
No. He's Spider-Man for new generation.
And then yet another one right off the shelf that I bought when it came out.
I remember which clip to even play. Hey.
Smoke if you got him.
and a very nice 9-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear this
Again,
McFarlane
obviously-
kid might turn into something.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And this one too, like, it looks amazing. There's a small little ding in the corner, which is probably what cost it. But again, this is another book that Bleak took. This was in a bag from 1988 until 2023 in the same bag and board that it was in.
Yeah.
And
Was it one of those like heavy oiler bags?
Yeah, exactly.
I personally feel, and I think Rob would agree with me, that cover is the most homaged comic book cover in the history of comic books, and the book's not even 50 years old. Like, that's
up there.
incredible. Yeah,
It's probably close to this one as well.
That one falls back. Actually, we have this opinion that it's ASM 300 and Spider-Man 1 are the number 1, 2, followed by Hulk. With the clause with Wolverine there and there. It's probably a fair bet if you were making a Mount Rushmore of the most homage covers that McFarlane solidly has 3 of the 4 covers.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
This one of note is the Canadian variant. Newsstand, obviously, but interestingly with this one, which is going to be really hard to show in the camera, I'm going to try, but right here, if I can get the angle the right way, it's very tough. You probably can't see it. I can't get it to come up, but for some reason this comic got bitten, probably by me, so there's bite marks.
Oh, wow.
You can just see them right there in the you can just see them in the gray. I don't know if I had it in my mouth when I was putting it away or what, but now it's preserved for all time.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to send it to the lab for dental analysis and see if they can pull the dental records and see who gets it.
Yeah.
They did it for John Voight, so they can do it for that book. For
me, like, obviously I'd love to have a higher grade, but it's got a story to it. Again, this is the copy I bought. I love Secret Wars. It is one of my favorite miniseries ever. So,
oh yeah, we talked about it just recently. We were saying that Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars, is the miniseries from Marvel that all other Marvel miniseries crossover events are measured up against.
Yeah, for sure. You got this one.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that banger. Oh, and he's got the rarer direct edition.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Because this was 79, so very rare in a direct in 79.
All right.
Yeah. So this is one we'll do this here, Chris.
Yeah.
Because we recently did this with not too long ago. We talked about this book, my copies and such, but because I have an 8 and an 8.5, but mine are both the newsstand editions.
Right. The more common version.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in the in the direct variant in an 8.0, what are you thinking you have to spend to pick one of these up today?
All right. I feel like it's been 4 or 5 months since you and I talked about this. I'm going to give everyone a chat, an opportunity to
I haven't looked for a long time either, so I'm curious.
But I kind of think her first appearance is climbing a little bit since you and I talked about this, Rob, in September, October, and I see Mad Spidey's at 9. I'm kind of around. I'm not far off. I'm definitely where Larry is. I was thinking 850.
Okay, so you'd be very, very wrong.
Oh.
So that price range, I mean, for this book is, well, it's rarer. It's still not completely out of the question. So in an 8.0, the 8.0 and 8.5 both trade more or less in the same range. You're talking anywhere from $230 to $280 for a newsstand variant. Now, and then as you start to go up, once you hit the 9.2, you're around 500, but a 9.6 will run you about $700 to $800. Where you get your jump now is when you go to that 9.8. 9.8's going to run you close to $2,000.
Yeah. So
And-
now, boys, let's be honest. Is it because it's such a dark cover that the 9.8 is that much of a jump, or is it just because it's Spider-Man?
I think it's a combination of Spider-Man, rarity, age, everything else. When you go to the newsstand, it also runs around 2,000 for that.
Okay.
But the drop from when you go to the 9.6 on the newsstand is only around 500 to 600. And in the 8.0, 8.5, though, surprisingly, this book isn't too different. The direct edition, we said, was about 250 to 270. In the newsstand variant, it's around 225 to 250. So
And then if you
similar,
can,
but the error variant, yeah,
find
totally
the
different
error with a
callbacks.
slight yellow right beside the comic code thing.
Yeah.
It's like so marginally different for an error, like it's unbelievable. But the price difference in those is through the roof.
Yeah. Very cool. All right.
This is not one that was in my collection. I bought this later. This is the story of why not to buy during the pandemic.
We
My
all have
entire
those.
Amazing Spider-Man 1 through 100 run. There you go.
Yep. Oh, Rob, he picked up the Jackal during the pandemic.
Well, the Jackal has always been a super popular character to pick up,
It's true.
but in the pandemic, especially, rumors were rampant. The Jackal is king.
I learned a lot of lessons with this book and that time. I'm not ashamed to say it because it's a good lesson for anybody. I paid $2,000 for this
That sounds
raw.
about right. I was just going to say about $2,000 for that book. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a 4 or 5
And,
mid grade.
I just there was so much hype going on in the pandemic, as we all remember, and just felt like this was a hole in my ASM collection that has been there for years, and the book just kept on going up. So I picked it up, and again, Bleak did a great job because it's a very nice 4.5 on this, and
It does look very clean.
rating had to pay the vintage, of course, because it's just the year before. But even with all that, I'm still happy with this because it's not leaving my hands for many, 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 many years.
Right. But before
Yeah,
you put
that's
it down,
how-
Shane, I was going to say, Rob, Shane, before you put it down, let's actually pay the book some respect. Would you mind reading us the right side of the blue label?
First appearance of the Jackal. No, just kidding. First
No,
appearance.
that's
of
right.
Punisher.
It is, though.
It is. Frank Castle and the Jackal. It's like they're like first appearance of the Punisher and the Jackal.
We like to think of it the other way around. But,
Yeah.
I mean, what has the Punisher ever done?
Like really, this book is hurt by the back. If you can see the
No, it's not hurt by. Oh, you mean maybe the condition? Okay, I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say,
I
the
was going to
back
say,
is-
because that is the greatest ad for the back of any comic book.
Oh yeah,
If you are a member of Generation X.
yeah.
Right there.
Who didn't like Evil Knievel when they were a kid?
right. I
That's
don't even know
Stunt
why I
Cycle.
liked him, but damn it,
Yeah.
at that time, yeah, that was like the king.
Which
Right.
led to all of us loving Super Dave, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
That book though is I the same way. I bought a low grade raw, not during the pandemic, but it was still high. I got a fair deal for today's pricing, no doubt. But that's why I decided for the higher end copy, and I went and got myself a very high grade copy of the Marvel Tales reprint of it, which that book came out, what, 74?
That one did, yeah.
So I think the Marvel Tales was 79. So it's only a 5 years later reprint. But it's the exact same cover, just obviously it's a reprint,
Yeah.
Marvel Tales, but it's still worth some money.
Yeah, yeah. And that book, I can't remember what it's sitting at now, but it's constantly creeping up, and it'll eventually, pass what I paid for it, which is fine. Like I said, it's not going anywhere for a long time, ideally.
All right, what's next?
Oh, one of my favorite stories and covers. I just love this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of my favorite covers too.
good grade too for that age. This is 73, so we're getting back there now. Fun one. This one, these ones all now I did not buy when they originally came out, but I still bought them for a pretty good price because I was working on filling in any spots in my ASM collection as far back as, the 80s. I loved it so much. I just started to work my way back. Great cover.
Next birthday book.
Death of Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Although he gets better.
Yeah. He comes back.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
He shook off that dead thing. He was all right.
As
Now we're
comics
going back
often
to
do.
1970. Number 86.
Well. It's
It's funny. I was just looking at this book yesterday, I think in this grade, because I have a copy, but it came out way lower grade than I wanted. And I want to upgrade it. And I happen to see what the stupid guy selling it wants way too much, Shane. You should lower your price. I mean,
well.
Yeah, this is great. This is Black Widow in her new costume or whatever.
As we know her more or less today.
Yeah, exactly. It hasn't changed too much.
I love the back of that one, and just a reminder of that. Remember when you finishing your high school diploma was all you really needed to really have a future in life.
Yeah, that's all you needed. That's what everybody wanted.
Although reality situation almost is you need.
I know that probably for us,
you just have to work hard. Yeah.
Groups of our friends that they were probably the first kids in their family to finish high school. I know that for me, I was the first one to go anything past high school in my family.
Gold record. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, this one is another cautionary tale, perhaps. Oh man, it kind of breaks my heart, but
okay. So let's talk about 51 here. Shane, why is it a purple label?
So this is marked as restoration includes small amount of color touch on cover, slight C1. Obviously, I mean, Chris and I have both gone over books in person together. Mm-hmm. So he knows kind of how critical that I am about looking at books when you're submitting them. You have to be just because you don't know what's going to happen. And I went over these because obviously vintage, the older you get, the more you got to worry about there's something done to the interior or exterior of the book. And I saw this one raw and I was like, oh man, this is in such good shape for 1967. I was just super impressed with it. And the price was really good. And it's Kingpin's first cover. But I've looked and I cannot find, I haven't gone over it with a UV light yet, but I have not found where this is. Like, I don't know. But amazing cover though, and great grade for that time, in my opinion, anyway.
I'm sure it's along probably as you usually get with some of these ones. It's usually like a little bit of black along the spine or one of the edges that somebody just touches up.
I'm thinking probably like along here maybe, but I've got to look at it closer. But in the end,
it is what it is.
It is what it is, and the likelihood of me cracking this out and trying to do something about it is
it's not worth it.
Yeah,
because you can get another one of those for for less than $200.
Yeah, but it does look amazing. So
that's great. All right, let's do another book, and then we'll pause and do ourselves a giveaway. How's that sound?
Can we do two more before the break?
Sure, why not?
Okay. This is 66.
There we go. First Norman Osborn.
Yep. Great one. Great condition for 1966. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this cover. I don't know about you guys. It's kind of
no. It's not a great cover, but it kind of flies under the radar, being that it's the first Norman Osborn.
Yeah, for sure. I think people are thrown off with that because of the cover. And then this last one before the break, 1966, probably my favorite Spider-Man cover, could be ever in my opinion.
Ooh.
Number 33. It says everything you need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, just every story, like every movie has referenced this kind of panel. And it's just like, when you feel like the world's got you down, just remember, you can do it.
Yeah.
So this is like the time. This is like where we finally, when Peter really kind of shows off, as I recall, this is the one where it shows off his really true super strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
he
this
talks
is
to
part
himself
of
in
the
the third
first
person. Yeah.
multi-part story that was in ASM. Like it was 31, 32, and 33.
Yeah. Yeah. When I met Stanley, I put that book in front of him along with a couple others to get signed because a lot of people refer to this little arc as Stanley's best Spider-Man story.
Oh, that's why the cover is so high up there on the list for me, for sure.
Oh, awesome. All right, we're going to do a giveaway here in just a second. So everybody who's here, don't go running off, as this is part of the intermission. We like to do a hashtag. You'll enter it. You'll get a chance to enter. We'll pull 6 books from the greatest weekly giveaway box on all of YouTube. But before we do that, I do want to make sure that we acknowledge all of our henchmen who are henchmen as of before this show started. Obviously, next week, we're going to have a few names to add. Thanks to Brucifer. We really appreciate that. In the interim, Kingdom of Nerds. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm getting All right, there we go. Collect Comics, hashtag Collect Comics, no funky spelling. Just put it all together, put it in the chat, and we will be doing a poll here in just a moment there for that. In the interim, let's find out what's going on here. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger for everybody. What's going on over there on, well, Shane, we talked about your channel. You're just kind of putting stuff out here and there as you feel it. Anything planned on the horizon?
I do have a few ideas, Rob, that, I'm kind of figuring out exactly what I'm going to do. But the last video I did was the one where I had the 75 slabs and I unboxed them all. It was
that was a lot of slabs.
It was awesome. And it's a long video. I mean, again, I just was like, I don't care if YouTube thinks that an hour and 40 minutes is too long. Who cares? Put it up there. So that's what I did. And I had fun, and I didn't look at any of the grades. So I didn't know them till I had it in my hand. But yeah, I do have a couple of ideas coming. And I think I'm going to be on a show with Bruce maybe in March. So I'm just kind of trying to pop in on shows where my schedule allows and all of that. But yeah, just follow and you'll see when something's up. If you're subscribed, you'll get the notification.
Awesome. All right. Links down below, guys. Again, click it, subscribe, give him a follow. We appreciate it. Let's get him back. Let's get him on his way back up to where he was. I mean, we at least got to get him over. The first step is the first 100. Yeah. After that, it's all still uphill. Chris, what's coming up over on the Comic Vet YouTube channel?
It's true. It feels like that first 1,000 is the hard. Anyways,
well, the first 100, then the first 500, and it's all little spurts. It comes, and it always seems to do. It comes in spurts, then it goes stale for a while. Yeah. That's just the way. I think even as I found, even to where I'm at now, there'll be a spurts, and then then it just calms down for a bit. Then all of a sudden you get a spurt. It's like, I don't know what it is, but hey, whatever.
Yeah. We got 75 people watching. Everyone make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. It would help the show. It'll help the channel. I have an AOK video that I am going to record soon from a member of the comic book community. So keep your eyes peeled for that in the next little bit. As mentioned earlier in today's show, I host a live new comic book day hangout where it's an open invitation to anyone in the comic book community called Show Us What You Got. It goes live late night Wednesdays now. And it's a whole lot of fun, whole lot of personalities. And the judge, jury, and executioner, better known as Dr. Von Hoot, hangs out through the show, and he picks who the Show Us What You Got champion is at the end of every episode. Thank you, Rob.
That's awesome. All right, guys, hit that collect comics. Make sure that's in there. Again, 73 people watching, 59 entries. We ship internationally, so no need to hold back if you're afraid that I'm not going to ship to you. Hit that hashtag collect comics. Just a second here. We'll be getting this pull action going. Matter of fact, when I say just a second, I mean really 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and that's that. Let's go. Wheel of Fish. Our winner of this first set of pools from the greatest weekly giveaway box on YouTube is, boom, Canadian Survivalist. Congratulations.
Canadian.
You, sir, are a winner. All right. Let's move that there. Oops. Whoop.
I'm working on it. You get ready.
Oh, you do that. All right. All right. So, Shane, you're going to be doing the polls here for Canadian Survivalist. The way we do this, in case you forgot, or in case anybody at home doesn't know, is you're going to pick 6 books from this box. And the way we're going to do that is you're going to pick a number 1 through 10 from the front, a number 1 through 10 from the back. By that, I mean, or you don't have to pick that. And then the third or is we just go back to front. You tell me where to stop, and then you tell me whether or not take the book furthest or closest to you, closest to the wall, or take them both.
All right, well, let's start with the second one in from the front and the second one in from the back.
All right. Very good.
And how about just somewhere in the middle? Like there's a one sticking up there. That one.
Okay. Both front, this one or the one?
Both. Take both.
Both of these.
How many is that? 4?
Yep.
And then the last one and the front one.
Okay.
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 All right, watch your back, Rob. And Rob, Canadian Survivalist says, wow, please give it to Bruce.
Oh, wow. All right. Oof. You say that now.
Yeah.
All right. As I go here, let's do this actually. All right. So, first up, we've got Biff to the Future, issue number 6, signed.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Then we've got ourselves the Astonishing X-Men. We've got a Perillo variant.
Never seen that cover.
Very nice.
Obviously, got a few people's powers going on here. We got Psylocke, we've got Angel, we've got Wolverine, we've got Gambit.
Yeah.
We've got Murder Falcon, issue number 1.
Wow, the Judas Priest. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Now,
Almost
obviously,
like
this
Daniel Warren Johnson art. Too.
yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson kit banger.
Yeah.
We talked about volume 1 there, Ultimate Comics, the all new Spider-Man issue number 3.
Very nice.
Yeah. That's a nice cityscape.
We've got Marvel Comics, Captain Marvel, issue number 50, the first appearance of Dr. Minerva.
It's a great cover.
Oh, it's a
that is phenomenal. Yeah.
And what good Captain Marvel run isn't complete unless you have Captain Marvel #1.
Ooh.
Yes!
Wow.
Yes! Yes!
Awesome.
Congratulations. And I hope that we jump started your Captain Marvel collecting if you haven't already. All right. Hit me up with your address there and we'll get those shipped on out to you. In the interim, Chris, you'll set us back up. Let's get Shane back up to rocking and rolling here. And
All right, Shane, what's next?
Awesome. So we're going to leave, I think, Spider-Man now, because that's a lot, but awesome, obviously. And we're going to hit some other stuff. And I'm hoping that one of these is something that has never been on this show before. And I'm counting on you two to let me know if that's the case. But the first one is probably my favorite Punisher arc that I can remember reading. I thought it was super cool and a great idea, and the art was good. So it's this.
Oh, the Punisher War Machine. Yeah.
So good. This arc, I really liked it.
It just made sense too. I mean, some of this.
And he was so like, he's so
violent.
Now I can really take care of some business. And this is the second print. So this is technically the first time you see him in the War Machine armor. And it was usually Crane that did the covers. This is the next issue, so that gives you an idea of the Crane covers. They're really good. Really strange that some of the decisions at Marvel, I mean, we could talk all day about that, but it's not released as anything collected yet. Very strange.
Holy Toledo.
Wow.
I have so many names to put on the wheel. That's all right. Look at it. Hurricane, Old Man Collectibles, Biggie Shack, Igor Volkov, Space Card Fan, Brother John Comics, Lisa Noble, Mike Oliver, Ben Compton, Three Good Nerds, Annie John, D Watcher, Unhinged Entertainment, Chai Tien, Artrell 27, Ben Parker Comics, Madam 396, Jeffrey Marches, Collectibles to Astonish, and Cosmic One all receive memberships. Thank you again. Another 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. It is extremely kind. Of course, all the revenue from these memberships don't go in the line my pocket. They all go to support Comics Curing Cancer, making sure that we can do our mission of telling cancer to go f itself. Thank you very much, sir. You're awesome, a gentleman, Bruce, and a scholar. I don't care what Chris has been saying about you.
That's very nice, Bruce. Such a nice guy. So lucky to have him right here. We did a little show together during the Comic-Con last year, and I'm hoping that he can make it up this year in the summer as well to stay here again. It was such fun to see him in person. Great guy, so that's super generous of him. All right, so this is the one I'm wondering if it's ever been on. This is to me, this is a complete sleeper DC key, in my opinion. So we'll see what you guys think.
Oh, yes.
I don't think we've ever had a Warlord book on at all.
No, but let's be honest. Like, everyone recognizes that trade dress. Everyone knows the character.
Exactly.
That is phenomenal. All right. Yeah, I believe that. Absolutely. This is the first time that we've had any Warlord, let alone issue #1. So, Shane, would you mind reading us the right side of the blue label?
So this is the origin and first appearance of Warlord, and story continues in Warlord #1. So when I was talking about my friend earlier, he was a huge Warlord fan. So he collected Warlord like when we were 14. And I was collecting like Spider-Man or Teen Titans. And so I was familiar with Warlord. Then just recently, a friend that I just met recently who has book at the end here as well. He said, "Hey, I'm trying to get back into comics. I really love Warlord. I went to my local store and they had all of the whole series except for like maybe 5 issues. And this was not one of them, but I found this online. And this book you can buy raw for $40, which is like, when I was looking for it, I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, "Oh, I'll buy 3 then." So I bought one for him, and then it wasn't in as good a shape as it looked. So I gave him the best one. I kept this one for myself, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to send it in. I'm going to see what happens. But yeah, a great book.
Awesome.
And to
I
me,
know that's how it is. Sometimes you find books and you think they should be more valuable, more expensive than they are, and then you just like, oh, you buy them up then.
yeah. And that one to me, like, if you consider like Guardians of the Galaxy and where those offbeat characters were pulled in from and what James Gunn did with them, he's now in charge of DC. I mean, I think Warlord is like right up his alley. There's not a lot of effects required to pull him off. It's got weird elements to it. I mean, look at him. He's dressed in like weird clothes. It's like something, I don't know. Just seems like a perfect fit for him to me. A little bit newer with this one, but I mean, this one just will not leave people's lists and talking points and whatever. So,
Yeah! Yeah!
Right? This you can independently wealthy and retire now.
yes, it has.
Timing was everything.
Yeah, it has dipped a bit. It was up to almost 600 Canadian for a while. It's down to like 430 now. But even a raw one, the raw ones are not sinking. They're still at 250 Canadian.
Yeah, for US, I know I just did a video on mine that I unboxed on this past Monday. It was like 370 for a 9.8 US, and then I just saw, they were raw. They're running about $170 US. Matter of fact, I got a couple raws in my garage. I went to go look to grab one. I thought I'd take it with me to the Comic-Con to trade one of them for something else, but turned out the copies I have in there are like 9.6s and not 9.8s. But
yeah,
big shout out Lisa Noble, thanking for the membership and dropping a $20 super chat in supporting Comics Curing Cancer. Thank you so much, Lisa. We appreciate that, and especially the help in the fight against cancer. This one here is for you.
awesome.
And another thank you from Brother Johns, and thank you to Kingdom of Nerds. Is super generous. Thank you, sir.
Sticking with Batman for a little bit, we'll go to this one.
Oh, yeah.
This was another pandemic buy.
Oh,
So, but it did grade very well, in my opinion. Again, Bleecker did some work on it and got it to where it is. A great book. I really think that right now, I don't know what
we haven't even talked about what the key is on that book yet.
yeah.
Are you off to a hockey game after this? You're in a rush?
I just I don't want to hold up the process here. That's all.
No, we got to talk about. We got to at least identify.
Oh, is this an important book?
Every once in a while, somebody doesn't know what this book is, and it's good to let them know. Yeah.
All right. That's true. And if you don't, well, welcome to OnlySlabs. Shane, would you mind reading us the right side of the blue label, please?
First appearance of Harley Quinn in comics out of DC continuity.
Yeah, so from the animated universe, we got ourselves the first appearance of Harley Quinn. This is for the Harley Quinn collectors, which for a while, Harley Quinn was like that skirting, and there's the Holy Trinity of DC.
Yeah.
What was like the 4th best-selling character in DC for a while. I don't know if she still is, but very popular character. That book there, was, I know that it was pretty high there for a while there, even in a 9.2, but I think we've calmed down some. There's a lot in a 9.2. Well, actually still not bad. I mean, 9.2 is still going to run you about $500 for that book.
Yep. Like I really find, and I don't know what you guys think, but take characters like Harley, Dr. Aphra. There's a bunch female characters,
Dr. Aphra,
strong leads that are just not being written very well right now. Or on the flip side, look at Something is Killing the Children, written excellently with a female lead. And to me, like, I think DC is just kind of the rudder's broken off or something with that series right now. So I think that's hurting character a lot.
The current volume has been, I don't know, it drove me away. I was collecting every Harley Quinn there was, and then this current volume just turned me off. And
that's where I got out too.
Ivy definitely has a better storytelling when you compare the characters.
I've been reading, and look at that for comparison. That's a good point, Chris. Is like Ivy's at issue 41 now, and it is consistently an excellent read every week. And I think people are missing out on it. Like, it's really, really good what they're doing with all those characters and the dynamics. I think it's a super well written book.
Cool. I missed Amanda Connor on that run.
Yeah,
and of course the Eat Sleep Bang Tour books, which were basically the in between the animated series that HBO did, in between seasons, there would be the Eat Sleep Bang Tour comic from that animated, and it was the gap. It filled in the story between seasons. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that show is great. Like, those characters are really well written.
Not to hang on to this because we're going to get to the next book, but Bane is incredible in that animated series.
Just wanted a chair.
Yeah, between
so
him
fun.
and King Shark, like, I just don't know which one I like better. Like, they're both so good. But Bane just cracks me up. So good.
Kudos to DC for letting them to have a little leeway with those characters there.
Yeah, for sure. 1988.
Speaking of that Canadian boy.
Yep.
He was a little lazy on this one. Couldn't be bothered to finish the art, but hey.
Yep. Can a person even fit under there? I don't know.
Well, the cape is just ridiculous. Sometimes referred to as the proto Spawn.
Yes. Definitely.
Cover.
Definitely.
Because, it just cape goes on for miles and miles. But if we bring it up for what I was talking about, Shane, if you want to bring that back, of course, if you don't, for those that don't know, you'll notice the moon
is
missing a part of it. It's got an outline, but
there.
It's missing. It's missing color and stuff. And so sometimes McFarlane had been known to remark those when he gets them presented to him for signatures.
Yeah,
this was another one bought when it came out. Just, back in the days when, hey, that cover's really cool. I want that book.
Yeah, and make sure that if you're looking for one of these, you know that there's a first, second, and third printing of that particular book. Make sure you know what you're looking for, or look at what you're looking at when you are committing to buy, because they can be easily be mistaken if you don't know what you're looking for and you don't want to overspend.
So this next one is interesting. I'm curious if either of you or anybody in the chat has ever had a book as part of this collection.
The IRS collection. I have not.
No. I've never heard of it. And thankfully, the IRS has never heard of me.
Yeah.
You're wrong country.
Okay. So Khazar or Khazar, depending on
Yep.
who approach his
How
name.
you want to do it. So this is Man-Thing Key, because his first appearance was in the magazine. So this is his first comic book appearance.
Oh.
So he was first in Savage Tales #4.
Right.
And so this is his first comic book appearance. This again, was a great looking book when I bought it. I get this one off of eBay, and super happy with the condition. And they said on it that they expected it like fine, very fine. So they're pretty accurate on that.
Nice.
But fun one if you're a man thing chaser. Then
The swamp creatures in general.
Yep.
Yeah.
if you like swamp creatures,
Yeah, the big
Well, then
race
it's
between
also-
Marvel and DC.
then that one goes with this one, which is
Yeah.
his first comic book cover, technically, although it's not noted, which is the follow.
Peter hit me!
Yeah!
In good condition for 1972 as well. Very happy with this. This one I was curious about for the grading because if you can see along the edge up here,
Oh yeah.
it has like the printer's ink run,
Overspray.
overspray or something. So I was wondering if that was going to hurt me at all. I picked these books specifically because I knew Cliff would be here and would be able to make comments.
Make a
about
comment.
different man things.
We always have to have a opportunity for him to make a comment. That's
Yeah.
just fair. So when it comes to overspray and other various production things, so one of the things that is interesting that we've learned about CGC, at least with CGC grading, can't speak to others because I haven't heard them make a comment about this. Whereas I have heard Matt Nelson talk about this on CGC, is essentially that as books come into them, they do have a repository of production issues, like an archive of production issues that affect particular books. And if a particular book is the predominant number of books are affected by a particular production issue, then that is considered part of the production and doesn't necessarily affect the book's grading necessarily. But the absence of that issue can benefit the book greatly and allow it to go beyond. Perfect example being Amazing Spider-Man 361, where we know that most of the books graded have a machine grab and minor tears at the bottom of the back of the book. My copy, graded as a 9.8, has a very minor tear from that machine grab. The absence of that is what you would need to have in order to get a 9.9, where you don't have those production errors type of thing. So
I'll have to look at mine because I have.
Yeah, so it's hard to say whether or not, if that would affect that book. But if a good number of the books presented had the same similar overspray, then CGC wouldn't necessarily count it against the book.
Yeah, and those if you're looking for those, the Man Thing keys, besides the first one, really, they're not super expensive if you hunt the right area for sure. Switching over, this one, I just absolutely love this cover. It was talked about for a long time. I think it's a classic right away. So I sent it away for grading and got lucky.
Ooh.
And, as with the other one, you got one, why not have two?
Yeah.
Just an awesome Daniel. And the Virgin cover, I actually don't like as much as the one with the trade dress because you don't get the hair effect in the Virgin.
Yeah, it would disappear. I could see.
Very
Yeah.
true. Yep.
So just love this cover. And got lucky, got them both back. It's one of those things, same with the Edge of Spider-Verse 2. I had two. It's like, well, do I send one? Do I send both? I just thought, well, I'll send both and hope for a 9.8 in one of them. And just
I'm down with that all the time. I'd go, okay, I got two. Well,
this one, super interesting story here too. For this one,
I've heard of this character.
yeah, and I don't know if it'll show up on the thing, maybe not, but this is a Mark Jeweler insert copy.
Oh, nice.
This one, I did something I said I would never do, which is I cracked and resubmitted this because I sent it away once, and I don't know if it'll show up, but down at the bottom here, there's a tiny stain right below the B. You can just make it out there. And this is another one that Bleecker worked on it for me. And I think the grader was just, I don't know, in a bad mood that day. It came back a 4. Anyway.
Oh,
And this is a beautiful looking copy all the way around, except for that little stain on there. So we cracked it and I sent it back in and got the 6. So I'm super happy with that. Mark Jeweler, it's super hard to come by those for sure.
Yeah.
so for the uneducated, would you like to share with the folks what a Mark Jeweler means?
Sure. So I don't know. I don't think
I
it'll
mean, we won't be able to
show.
see it. Yeah,
I don't think we'll be able to see it, but certain comics were made with a jewelry insert and were sent to troops overseas or wherever they were deployed. And they had a order form in them for jewelry, with the idea being that, you know, you would order some jewelry for your wife because you missed, or for your girlfriend because you missed her so bad, from this insert in the comic. And why the grades of them are so harsh is because they were sent like disposably out to people. They weren't sent with any caution or anything like that. And people would tear out the thing or use the coupon or use the insert. So they're harder to find in higher grades.
Yeah, they're also available. They're also available oftentimes at PX, Army PX, or military PX stores.
Yep.
So, but exactly, they were only available only in a very select. It was a small subset, and they were newsstand books and such. So, yeah, very cool.
Highly collectible to those that are interested.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Well, it's a part of history, right? And it makes it a little bit more rare. So we all know what we do with the stuff that's rare. This is another one right from the comic rack. And again, just like I said with the other one, when you see a cool cover, you just got to pick it up. And yeah, I'd be happier with a higher grade, but I mean, it's here, it's preserved now. And
9.4, perfectly great.
Cover,
Yeah,
I'm happy.
yeah.
Like I just smile. Like it's just so good.
Yeah.
Classic.
That is, another often homage cover at this point in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah. All right, I got 2 more, but this is a good story because Chris will know this as soon as he sees this cover. He's going to know this story, and maybe he can tell a little bit of it. Let's see here.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you know.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
If you're gonna do it,
If you're gonna do
big.
something, don't do
Go
it
big.
halfway.
Yeah.
So awesome book, and
It's good to know that Chris was able to influence you on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about influence, but a deal was struck. Long story short, as a lot of people know, I have a lot of copies of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow issue number 1. Fantastic story, by the way, for those who haven't read it. It is quintessential, the best story, Supergirl story told to date, in my opinion. I had multiple copies. Shane was doing a very large shipment to CGC, and I said, hey, I have a crap ton of these books. I'll tell you what, if you submit 10, you can have half. If you let me do it for free, you can have the best 5. So you would think, okay, well, Shane got the cherry pick 5 9.8s out of that 10, but no, all 10 came back 9.8. So we're both very happy. And
No 9.9s. You suck.
No 9.9s. No.
Well, and this book will always be tied to me getting to hang out with Chris in person. It was awesome. Had a great time.
Mhm.
We did a video, which unfortunately my half of the video is gone now. I don't have it anymore, but Chris still has his half, which is great. And beyond that, just recently, DC came out with the compact for this, which I never read. And I'll tell you right now, I've been reading comics obviously a long time, and Chris is right. This story, if you have not read it, it is not just probably one of the best Supergirl, I don't know about that, but one of the best comic book stories in a series that I've read just across the board. It was excellent. I loved it. And if they can just stick to that for the movie, I don't know how they're fitting Lobo into that arc, but they'll have a hit for sure because this story was excellent.
Chris is specking on one book. Well, Chris better be selling now because we know how it works. Big shout out. It's a comic thing dropping a £9.99 super chat. Cheers to Supergirl. Thank you so much for supporting comics curing cancer. This one is for you.
Bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me. No.
Lord Helmet, Black! You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
Wow, DVA just says it's one of the best comics ever written, and I thought he reserved that only for Do a Power Bomb.
Yeah, it's so good. So I have one more, and
all right,
this one, unfortunately, I do not own, but I sent it in for my friend, same guy that liked Warlord, actually, Angelo. He, went through a divorce, and that, obviously caused all kinds of chaos in his life. And he had lost all of the comics that he had collected. He was a big TV kind of connected, like Micronauts, Godzilla, books like that. And he had a bunch of that, and Warlord. But he lost all his stuff, and he was getting back into it. He sent me a message probably a year ago now. And he had found a box because he was retiring and moving, and found a box of comics, and he sent me pictures of them. And this book was in there, and I immediately called him on the phone and told him to make sure that he took something else out of a bag and carefully put this book in a bag and keep it protected, because we have to take care of this book.
Oh my! Hold on! Holy cow!
Yes, the blue mini skirt.
Yep.
All right, let's do it for one last time. Shane, would you mind reading us the right side of the blue label, please?
Sure. Origin and first appearance of Supergirl, Kara Zor-El, Metallo, and Argo City.
Yeah, that is a big boy book.
Yeah, and this is another one that Bleak worked on. When I took it to him, I was like, dude, I mean, careful.
Right? Sometimes there's a book you can...
Yeah, I pulled it out of like 5 different things, and...
I get it's a 3, but Bleak must have did a great job. It's very bright. It looks tremendous. Yeah.
Yeah, it like I can show you a little closer along the edge.
Oh, okay.
So you can see there, but the corners are like half decent for 1959, and like from here, look at how good this looks.
Yes.
Amazing.
To touch it. Yeah. Yeah. Great job, man. Great job.
Awesome book.
Yeah.
And that is
unfortunately
phenomenal.
I'm going to have to give this back. Like I keep saying, well, when do you want this? When do you want to pick it up? And he's like, oh, I'll get it whenever. And then I'm hoping he just forgets about it. So this
That's
was
awesome.
This was in a pile of like, other Golden Age books, but Golden Age books that weren't of huge, like as big of a significant as this one. Mm-hmm. And it just was like randomly in books. So he was just flipping through them, like literally no bags, no boards, just flipping through to show me the books. And that's when I called him and was like, dude, stop touching those books and get that book in a bag. Like we have to talk about that one.
Right. Awesome. All right. Some phenomenal books. Thank you so much, Shane, for not only for coming on and filling in the spot, but for bringing on some incredible books to share with us today. Guys, again, remember, check out 1063 Comics on Instagram. Check out 1063 Comics 2. That's II. Link down below in the description. Give him a follow. If you were previously subscribed to Shane on his YouTube channel, that channel's gone and you need to resubscribe again. Please help him out. Thank you again so much, sir.
Thanks for
Nobody
having
run
me on.
away.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nobody run away. We are going to do some business. We're going to give some super thanks out to our Goon Squad, but we're going to do another giveaway too. So you don't want to run away for that because you saw what we pulled out the first set of giveaways. Who knows what's coming out the box here in this second round. All right, let me first, before we put the hashtag up, let's go ahead and thanks all the Goon Squad members. These are the channel members at the highest level. They're Dale of Suspense, DJ Links, Dr. Von Hoot, Legion of Comics, Stephen with a C, Justin Birch, Letters, The Comic Vet, Austin LeMay, Mad Spidey, Collecting with Durs, Chuck Hensey, Lone Eagle, Comiverse, Dead Man Comic Cover Show, Anachronic Comics, Colossus Collector, Timo Hanna, Still Only 35 Cents, Cliff on Comics, Bearded Comic Bro, Never Could Figure It Out, Daymares, The Adventurous Joe, Valen Rook, Jay Knows the Way, Ronnie Johnson, Comics on the Edge, Omnibo, Silver Eagle, Coins and Comics, Kingdom of Nerds, Sal's Comic Corner, Johnny's Comic Stuff, and Claire Prescott. Thank you all so much. All right, let me go ahead and because we have a patron saint in this episode, our hashtag today will be Kingdom of Nerds. That's how we're going to wrap it up. A special thanks to God damn it. He's so awesome. Thank you. All right. So that's going on. Well, that's going away. Let's talk about what's coming up over on the Rob FatStax YouTube channel. Why would you want to hit that subscribe button to follow? Hit the notification bell below because not only do we do this show, we do other shows. On Mondays, I do videos showcasing what comes into my collection. I was just out at the East Bay Comic-Con, so this Monday's video is the East Bay Comic-Con haul. Not only the books I picked up, but we got about a 5.5 minutes worth of footage showing off the what that con is like and talking about it briefly. So that'll be a good video. Thursday, of course, we're doing the books that are already in my collection with only my slabs, where I'm showing off a dozen of the slabbed comic books that make up my 1,200 plus graded comic book collection. And then Saturday we do this show where we showcase a collector. Go ahead and hide that for right this second. We'll come back to that in a second. This week on the upcoming Saturday episode, we have Brian Slick Jolly is going to be joining us. So make sure you're here for another great episode of OnlySlabs. All right. I'm going to come back to the super chat after this because then once we pull the winner here, see anything else we need to talk about? Nope, I think we're good. Shane, again, thank you so much. Everybody's come out. Big shout out to Kingdom of Nerds for all the love. 75 people watching, 58 entries. You've got just a moment to get those in. What the hell? Let's recognize before I spin it. Let's recognize, I guess, the super chats. Let me go to my comments. Let me go to my. Okay, thank you. There we go. First, we got Slick Jolly dropping a $4.99 super chat. It says, "Great show, 1063 Comics. Join us next week for my show and a slab to be auctioned to benefit comics curing cancer." Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. This one is for you, sir.
You know, I'm very conflicted about how I'm supposed to feel watching this.
Appreciate that. And then, of course, we had Tate Prime came in and dropped a super sticker, a $1.49 super sticker. Thank you so much for that, sir. We appreciate you. This one is for you, Tate.
That beautiful bean footage.
appreciate everybody and all the donations that go to Comics Curing Cancer to support the shipping expenses and cover all that. It really means a lot. How that really works and how it helps is if we didn't have the revenue from this channel to cover the shipping expenses stuff, that because we have no way to capture a shipping charge during our auctions and stuff, we would essentially have to submit for reimbursement from the American Cancer Society, and they would then have to remove money that had been given to them to fight cancer. They'd have to remove money from their coffers to reimburse us. And they've offered to do that, but we've decided we don't want to do that. We'd rather keep it separate. So this channel, all this revenue that we get in, it's collected, it's audited monthly with the team, and we utilize it to cover our shipping expenses and our shipping material costs throughout the year, with anything left over going back into the charity. Our shipping expenses in 2025 was just under $3,000. So it's super appreciated way you guys turn out and help us out with that. All right, we got 65 eyeballs on here. It's the end of the show, so let's get this going. Ladies and gentlemen, round and around and around she goes, and where she stops, well, the internet knows. Our second winner today is, boom, Jean Malot. Canada winning big today, both up front. The first one was gifted. Jean Malot, I anticipate he's going to say, no, I'll take it. I might get myself a Captain Marvel #1. Well, probably not, because there's only one in the box, but you never know. All right, let's see what Jean's going to get. I got the box. Chris, you know how this works. What are we pulling for Jean?
All right, let's go 3 from the front and 3 from the back.
Wow. Okay.
All right, let's let it ride and stop. And those 2 books. And stop. And those 2 books. All right. Bon chance, Jean.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh. Sweet Jesus. I don't even.
I love it.
All right. We've got Ultimate Spider-Man #10. This is a 1 in 25 variant.
Very nice.
We've got Journey into Mystery issue 1, 1970s versions. Wow. This is volume 2.
Yeah, I don't know if that should be in there.
Yeah, well, for the DC folks out there, how about Green Lantern issue 50? We've got ourselves the first appearance of Parallax, the death of Sinestro, the death of Kilowog, the first Kyle Rayner as Green Lantern, and a glow-in-the-dark cover.
Awesome.
Awesome key book for the Lantern fans.
Speaking of glow-in-the-dark covers, how about the very first glow-in-the-dark cover with Ghost Rider issue 15, first print in the newsstand variant? You get that. This cover, when it's full glowing, is flipping incredible.
I love it. Still glows. Mine still glows like it's new.
Yeah. I don't even know which order to present these, so let's just put them out there. There you go. How about Charlton Comics, Peter Cannon and Thunderbolt? There. This is from 1966. This is actually, I want to think that this was like the last in this run, I think. Of course, he goes on later on. He's the impetus for some of those Watchmen characters. One of those Watchmen characters. I can't remember which one. Ozymandias, I think it is.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. This has got some offset staples. And the final book from this lot here, a absolute gorgeous looking copy. The cover, the colors of this thing, just insane. Captain Marvel issue number 6.
Oh, love that. Do you know who did that cover? Almost looks like Kirby, but I don't know.
I can't see any indicator, so no, I don't. But this is just
awesome.
absolute gorgeous copy. I've got a whole bunch. I got a string of these in super like VF plus near mint, just crazy stuff. So it's just crazy. I see the comment in the chat that was the second to last Peter Cannon Thunderbolt. There you go. So thank you guys all so much. Congratulations, Jean. We'll get those books on their way out to you. Big shout out to the Kingdom of Nerds. Thank you so much for all the memberships today. Huge, huge for the channel, huge for Comics Curing Cancer, and huge for all you guys who became members. And of course, Shane, thanks again. Make sure you give a subscription down below. Folks, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Again, we'll be back again next Saturday, same slab time, same slab channel with Slick Jolly. Until next time, make sure you collect what you want. Don't listen to any of us, especially me, because I'm just a fat man with a fat stack and an early trigger finger. Thanks for watching.